Once you have this clarity, will you not get with your business of doing this practice and trying to get there? Or would you want to waste time again scattering here and there? Then what are you scattering now? Once you've got the point, that means you have not got the point. So clarity me. What exactly am I to do? Still, the intellect has, the awareness has not come to that level where it has determined very clearly, thoroughly, this is it. क्योंकि एक बार it locks itself there by grace. That's grace. If it locks, and that we must pray for that kind of a grace, that it lock itself there. वहां से फिर और distract now. Because distraction, you'll see again will create identities. It will create, think about it and see, it will create your identity, anomal. It will strengthen your my animal again. You are going out and catching something more artificial. Instead of coming to the core, you're going out there. तो माया में जैसे बढ़ गया कर्म मल उनके साथ सब, और जितने कर्म मल हम फैलाते हैं उतना संचित कर्म. Why do you feel all these ripe seekers are aloof, alone? उनको नहीं चाहिए, फालतू का कर्म नहीं चाहिए उनको. क्यों बढ़ाना है उनको? They will not want to multiply their headaches. If they anywhere go also, they will be very choosy with their karma. If they pick a job also, they will pick it so precisely कि इसमें फालतू की चीजें में मैं इन्वॉल्व ना हूं. They are so particular because they know the pains of that struggle of the seeker. They know the pains of prarabdha. They are tired. The whole life that they lose in this. खेलते खेलते कितना समय लगता है उसमें से, because whatever we create, we only have to destroy it tomorrow. You are the creator, you can't escape with that. You can't escape until you complete the cycle of destruction. Whatever you have created, you have to destroy, you cannot return otherwise. That destruction is called pralay. And you cannot destroy, you will never destroy if you think it is all real. बोलो, अभी जितना भी मोह में हम लोग, whatever attachments we have got, this is real, real, real. Can you kill that thought from your mind? Can you disown it from your mind? नहीं कर पाओगे. ब्रह्म तत्व आपने क्रिएट किया. Brahma is the creator of that Maya. मन से ही क्रिएट, मानस पुत्र. He creates everything from the mind. Without Brahma, there is no creation. Creation is out of vasana. Vasana is out of ignorance. Ignorance क्या है? कि वासना पूर्ति, काम कहां से आता है? काम भाव किधर से आता है? वही वासना है. काम comes because there is ignorance. अज्ञानता है कि उसको मैं पूर्ति करूंगा. When I complete that desire, I am going to feel happy. That is the mind. Ignorance. वैसे करके एक एक करके हमने ये सृष्टि बनाई हमारे इर्द गिर्द. जितना इन्वेस्टमेंट दिख रहा है ना इर्द गिर्द हमारा, फिजिकल वर्ल्ड में, मेंटल वर्ल्ड में, ये सब आधारित है वही अज्ञानता पे. वन सेम इग्नोरेंस दैट मैं ये पकड़ूंगा तो मुझे कंप्लीशन मिलेगी, शांति मिलेगी. मिली नहीं तो एक नहीं तो दूसरा पकड़ते, दूसरा नहीं तो तीसरा पकड़ते. वी गो ऑन जंपिंग फ्रॉम वन सोर्स टू द अदर बिकॉज दैट ignorance is not gone. Ignorance is still telling you catch something there, you'll get it. So if you don't get it in one, you will get it in another, the other. So what? The ignorance has to be killed. Ignorance cannot be killed until you know who you are. हुआ मैं जब तक पता नहीं चलता है, ignorance cannot be killed. मैं कौन हूं असलियत में? मैं ये आइडेंटिटी हूं. ignorance रहेगा if I'm an identity. If you can kill that identity by whatever means, then you know you are not. Any moment you shift into that awareness, that is this whole platform about shifting into awareness. Shifting into awareness from where? From ignorance. Awareness का opposite ignorance है. Awareness का opposite है mind. Shifting from where? Shifting from the mind to your intellect. That is the jump. That is the leap. That is the shift. Shifting from ignorance to awareness or to clarity. Shifting from darkness to light. Shifting from false to the real. Shifting from mortality to immortality. Asatoma Sadgamaya. From Asat to Sat. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. From darkness to light. Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. From mortality to immortality. That is shifting into awareness. ये सब तत्व, सत्य, ज्योति, अमृतम, the truth, the light, and the immortality, eternal. These three are awareness only. Shiva is pure awareness. Shiva is only Sat, Shiva is only Jyoti, and Shiva is only immortality. Anant. है कि नहीं? तो असतो मा सतगमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतम गमय. Shift. Shift into that awareness. That is shifting into awareness. So that one shift which is there, that shift doesn't mean the other thing is gone. You shift, but you see. When Shiva is a pure witness, awareness, it doesn't mean the world has gone. Srishti nahi gayi hai. It's there. Is Drishta. Agyanta is there, but is Drishta. Awareness is always aware of the false. That is the first step of being aware. Awareness say you disconnect from Maya. When you become aware, you disconnect. You are there, Maya is there. But a gap ho gaya. That is what we are practicing here. Shaktopaya, what we are trying to practice, all the retreats and all are focused on this only. यही goal है कि वो gap बढ़ते जाए. दुनिया मिटाना नहीं है, संसार नहीं मिटाना है, परिवार नहीं मिटाना है. That's nothing to be finished there. But your identification with it, that's coming because of your wrong identity. Your identification जब कटता है, उसको ही निर्मोहत्वम बोलते हैं. That is the first step. ये जब तक आप प्रबल नहीं होते, till you don't master this, you cannot move into Shambhovaya. Impossible. मुक्ति का मार्ग है ही नहीं उससे. Until you disconnect with what is असत. और सब देखो हम लोग उसी में लगे हुए, हम रमण महर्षि का हम जानते हैं, हम वो उसी में जाएंगे, ये सब. You can't do it. You try it. First, that distance has to come, निर्मोहत्वम has to very clearly come, and you have to live consistently. ऐसा नहीं कि एक 15 मिनट के लिए हो गया, एक 5 मिनट के लिए हो गया तो हो गया, नहीं. That has to become uninterrupted. When it stabilizes, nirmohatvam, then you are just a being. You are just witness. You are living in the world, yet not of this world. You are living in the family, but not of the family. You might be a father, mother, husband, wife, brother, sister to somebody, but those somebodies are never a father, mother, brother, sister, son, daughter to you. ये होता है first. You get that point? You have father, mother, brother, sister, son, daughter, husband, wife. They are all there around you. Friend, enemy, they're all there. But it is all there in their minds. To you, they are not there. That bond is not there. The bond of Maya is not there. Moh is not there. The right word is moh. Attachment is not there. How will you know whether you are nirmohatvam? See your attachment will come to. How much you are obsessed. That is agyanta. Because you have fought this once upon a time. एक जमाने में पकड़ा है अपनी ये सब चीजों को. Desperateness out of agyanta. But जैसे ही ज्ञान होता है, धीरे धीरे उसका unclutch होता है. And unclutch is the first sign of progress. Nirmohatvam is the first sign of progress. निर्मोहत्वम आदि शंकराचार्य ऑडिटी से सत्संगत्व, निसंगत्वम. पहले वो निसंग होना है. आपका संग जो है संसार से छूट के सत्य के साथ जुड़े, वो सत्संग. सत्य के साथ संग नहीं है तो आप असत्य के साथ संग बनाओगे. वो असती माया, माया के साथ संग बनाया, मोहत्वम आ गया, मोह आ गया. The moh will come. But the more and more you identify with the sat, with the truth, असत will start losing because निसंग हो गया आप उनके साथ. आपका क्लचिंग जो है पकड़ा हुआ वो ढीला हो जाता है. यू स्टार्ट लूजनिंग द ग्रिप बिकॉज नाउ यू आर मोर विद द, यू नो द ट्रुथ. असली क्या है, सत्य क्या है. तो फर्स्ट स्टेप विल बी निसंगत्वम. और निसंगत्वम लाने के लिए सत्संगत्वम, सत्संगत्वे निसंगत्वम. बाय द पावर ऑफ दैट निसंगत्वम देन निर्मोहत्वम विल कम. व्हेन निर्मोहत्व comes, what we are discussing for the past 2 days, that will come. What does he say, Ramana here? Only when the mind is free, it can return to sadhana effortlessly. Only when the mind is free can the automatic sadhana start. Kona, being. That is the real sadhana. Only when the mind is free. When will the mind be free? When moha chutega. Mind is connected to everything because of moha. मोह is due to असत्य के साथ संग. You have connected with the असत. Why? Because सत्य के साथ संग नहीं. That is why we are telling this satsang will constantly satsang. सत्य के संग आप सत्य को सुन के, when you are in touch either with the outside satsang or inner satsang, you meditate inside, it is inner satsang. Abide in the self, it is inner satsang. If you can't do it, then abide in the outer satsang. Satsangatve nisangatvam, nisangatve nirmohatvam. Nirmohatve nischalatatvam. Nischalatatvam is when the mind is free, man sthir ho jata hai. Effortlessly it will become still. I see so many of you have progressed in all these years. Because I remember most of you, 4 5 years back when we connected. कैसा था जिंदगी? आप खुद ही देख लो. How it was. आज कैसा है? How will you know your progress? This only. निश्चल तत्व. कितना निश्चल हो पा रहे हो? कितना easily are you able to be present, unclutched, unattached? How free your mind can be? How much of concepts have you got rid of all these years? इतने सारे अज्ञानता ऐसे ही गिर गए. गिरने के बाद क्या हुआ? देखो प्रभाव आएगा नहीं, सहज रूप में आता है. That is the sign of progress. Sign of progress इसको बोलते हैं. How do you evaluate your progress? The way you have become silent, the way you have become nisang, the way you have become nirmohatvam. Nirmoha. Are your attachment disappearing? It's a great sign of evolution. Attachment is happening, but the detachment is happening, but you are not forcibly losing any connection. You don't care now. Because जिसको निर्मोहत्वम हुआ, वो क्यों सकाएगा हर एक चीज को? Why will that person push away? I don't want to, no, you don't come, I don't want to get into the world. ये सब बातें ही नहीं आएगा. अंदर से ही निर्मोह हो गया, असत को देख रहे हैं. You're seeing from inside what is not true. There is no question of fighting with it. I gave that example, right, of my friend who had gone to the Himalayas and then he heard one monk call his name. जा रहे थे वो कहीं तो गुफा से एक आवाज आई, उनका नाम लेके बुलाया, तो he went into that cave and he sat there with that Mahatma and he had some experience which scared him. He was telling this while we were going to our one yatra here in Gangotri. We were with one Maharaj. He was taking us around to different avadhuts and all that. This journey I have not disclosed much. I talk only here. My experience. I have not put it outside. कोई video नहीं, कुछ नहीं, because that was a very silent journey. 9 days. The Himalayas had gone 2 years back. At that time, these things have many things happened. From there only, I'm teaching all this. And that in that visit only, I met Anantit Maharaj in Uttarkashi. Same trip. So when we were going with this Maharaj, my friend wanted to give some dakshina to somebody, bhiksha to somebody. There was one monk sitting there. So, but he felt very scared. He went and he came back. And then he only was feeling guilty. So he asked this Maharaj with whom we were walking, Maharaj, I want to ask one question. He said yes. And he said, should we give bhiksha to these people? Because they are all looking like monks. He said, surely you have to. Bhiksha to unka adhikar. They are having this right to take bhiksha. And it is your duty to give bhiksha. भीख नहीं है, भिक्षा. भीख भिखारी अलग, भिक्षा भिक्षुक को देते हैं. The monks who are working, they are also working. वो खाली नहीं है. भिखारी काम नहीं करता, भिक्षु काम कर रहा है, वो तपस्वी है. He is unwinding his journey. He is going inside. He is working for his mukti. And he is depending on the prakriti. So when he's depending from prakriti, means he's depending on God. So when you give him bhiksha, it is like you are playing the part of God. You are being the instrument of God to reach that to a bhikshuk. So he said, you must give. I said, no, I felt very scared. He said, why? Then he told one incident happened. Once I was in the Himalayas and then in the cave, somebody called my name. I was curious. I went inside. There was a long bearded man sitting there. And he was talking. A little bit he talked. And after that, after 5 minutes or something, he got up. When he did his Dandvat Pranam and he was going, he kept some money for him, Dakshina. Same. Because he's a bhikshuk, right? Bhikshuk ke liye Dakshina rakhe wahan pe, court mein, in that cave. The moment he kept Dakshina, he fired. That monk fired at him. Paisa kisko dikha raha hai? Whom are you showing this money? Take this money and get out from here. And this guy, he was so scared, he didn't expect it. He simply grabbed the money and because you're scared, right? Somebody having siddhi viddhi और किसी को नाराज कर दिया आपने कहा कुछ बोल बोल दिया तो कर दिया तो क्या करें डर लगता है so he ran away from there but that was in his mind so he was not able to give anybody arms now so he asked this Maharaj is that right to give he said you must give then he said this is my problem I'm not able to give and that Maharaj immediately laughed and he said अभी तक पका नहीं है he's not ripe yet he said who's not ripe that Maharaj whomever you met in the cave he said but he took my name so this Maharaj said आपको कितने लोग दिखाऊं ऐसे हिमालय में ये सब करने वाले सिद्धि विधि he said that is not the ultimate that is not the final journey for all this don't get too impressed by all these kind of things tactics don't fall for it then I asked him but why did he say he's not right he said see one thing is very very clear when the money is kept there first of all he said paisa kisko de raha hai whom are you giving this money that means that aham bhav is there you are giving this money to the greatest renunciate एक त्यागी को जिसने सब कुछ छोड़ा है I've left everything and come and sat here how dare you give it to somebody who has renounced the world that means वो identity very strong है इसको दे रहे हो पैसा whom are you giving normally if you talk to the regular sadhaks you know this is a great thrill for them कहाँ है मुझे भी जाके मिलना है that's the first thing they will tell but we are not in that zone ये थोड़ा और deep है what did I say नाम रूप में मत जाओ तत्व में जाओ see this Maharaj was telling about the तत्व उसने तत्व पकड़ लिया उधर हम उनके कार्य को देख रहे हैं we are looking at his work or that siddhi or that power somebody is reading beyond it that is how we should be see so quickly he scanned and he said it's not right हमारे लिए वो राइट है बिकॉज हमारा टारगेट ही हुआ है ना जादू टोना मंत्र एंड नॉट मंत्र सिद्धीज द शोइंग ऑफ द डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन पावर यही हमारा अगर उद्देश्य है तो वो हमारा डेस्टिनेशन हो गया हाँ दैट्स द थिंग बट ही इज टेलिंग डोंट फॉल फॉर इट देयर आर plenty of examples where so many great mystics always warn Swami Rama used to always warn against this my guru used to warn me so many times some other time I'll tell you whenever some things like this happen some mysterious things and all that he used to ignore it he'll not even reply to it then when I persisted in asking ऐसे क्यों क्या हुआ then he'll say don't lose your focus from your aim of life don't fall into all this so this Maharaj told he got offended his identity got offended so he said किसको दिखा रहा है and secondly he has got anger and anger is there anger is a clear indication of unfulfilled desires some desire when it is not fulfilled anger will be there and the third thing he said तुरंत हटाओ इसको पैसे यहाँ से remove this money from here that means he is scared of the money a person who is nirmohatvam मोह है ही नहीं उसको पड़े रहने दो भाई साहब उसको क्या पत्थर जैसा ही हो मिट्टी जैसा है ना फर्क क्या पड़ेगा लेट इट बी दैट द मोमेंट यू से रिमूव इट फ्रॉम मी देयर इज अ चांस दैट आई इट कैन कैच मी उससे वो भय है अंदर से हटाओ इसको यहाँ से so what are we telling I was telling that only when nirmohatvam happens you don't quit your world you don't have to push you don't have to fight nothing let it be there let जो है वो है but you don't be in it भीतर से आपका डिस्कनेक्ट है ना उसके डिस्कनेक्शन है उसके साथ यू आर डिस्कनेक्टेड फ्रॉम इट you be that way that's the meaning of being the world and not yet not of it you don't have to discard everything you can't discard it I'm telling you your prarabdha will make you do it if you are bound to get a palace you will get a palace Raja Janak was destined to get a palace he was destined to become the king did that stop his work no he still became the greatest yogi as a raja he was still a sannyasi inside but he still worked like a king निर्मोहत्व मोह नहीं उनके कार्य से जब तक till when that work is there you do the work when it is not there it's not there that is when you say prarabdha is unfolding you are meant to be a father mother husband wife brother sister son daughter enemy friend whatever till you are supposed to be you will be there if you are very identified with your role you cannot give up anything एक इधर हिला एक उधर हिला constantly your strings will be tight because you are too obsessed with all these things when you are detached whoever whatever comes comes whoever goes whatever goes goes It's like that. You understand everything is like a passing cloud. And that is when you are truly free. You're not bound by anything. That is called Jivan Mukta state. That is our purpose here. Our purpose is not to attain any significance, any फॉर्म, नेम, फॉर्म, नाम रूप से कोई मतलब नहीं। उसको प्राप्त करना, क्या प्राप्त करेंगे? कैसे प्राप्त करोगे बोलो? नाम रूप एक मूर्ति रखा है आपके सामने, क्या प्राप्त करोगे आप उसके अंदर? बताओ कैसे? आर यू गोइंग टू होल्ड ऑन टू दैट आइडल डे एंड नाइट एंड से आई गॉट गॉड? देयर आल्सो विल बी टायर्ड वन डे. You will never feel the peace until you go and rest with that Sat, which you call Shiva. The Muslims call that Khuda or Allah. Christians call it God. Sikh, they call it Rab. नाम अलग अलग, तत्व वही है. So now you see where this अज्ञानता is. If you go and simply get caught up, ये Muslims है वो, आपकी अज्ञानता बहुत दूर. You gone to the gross level. And what is the तत्व? तत्व नहीं पकड़ रहे हो ना, इसके लिए आप ये आइडेंटिटीज में पड़ गए. A true seeker will never fall for identities. वो बकवास लगे, वो जोक लगे. You can understand what diversity do you have. So when you come into that space, which is one, Advaita, the presence, either your own presence or the collective presence, both are free. Individually, your presence is outside presence, same. Individually, your body, your mind, outside there is bodies and mind. The collective mind is called Vishalman. Vishalman maybe you have come, it's on a very detached level. If you are projecting outside, inside also, if you rise above the mind, you are a witness. If you go to the I amness in you, I amness, that is a Tandra state. That is a state of pure presence. If you project that outside in the macrocosm, the collective presence of everybody, that collective presence only is Ishwara tattva. इसको आप भगवान बोलते, ईश्वर बोलते हो. Whether you connect inside that Tandra, Ardhanareshwara state, or you connect in the collective, which is called Ishwara tattva. Because that is the same tattva. Your Anandamaya Kosha, the collective of this whole collective consciousness का जो आनंदमय कोश है, वही ईश्वर है. Just like you have come with Panchakosha, even the whole world has come from Panchakosha. These tattvas only are there inside, outside. ऐसे भी connect करो, you'll go to the same tattva only. करो कुछ भी करो, लेकिन तत्व से जुड़ना. तो ईश्वर तत्व, आपके माइंड में कोई फिगर आया होगा, gone case. The moment some lord appears in front of you, the whole thing is shattered. It should not be some appearance in your mind. Your mind should be nishtala, blank. It should be an experience to you. That is this path. So of experience. So that we will be doing deeply in the intensive October, Tirunamalai. So this, I'm just preparing. It will help others also to understand what we are doing and where are we going. It will help you understand also. And those who are going to come there also, you'll be prepared, very well prepared. You know what to expect and how to prepare yourself and carry yourself in that manner, so that things become easier. Identity is what we're talking about. There is nothing needed to directly quit. When we say the identity, you need not quit the Maya world. Let it be there. Maya is Maya only when you are mentally connected to it. Moh ho jata hai. You are attached to it, then it's called Maya. If you are not attached to it, then it's not Maya. Let it remain. Your body is there, right? If you are attached to this body, बहुत ज्यादा मोह हो गया. इसके बिना रह नहीं सकते, इसको देखे बिना, सवारे बिना, सजाए बिना नहीं रह सकते. वो शरीर के साथ मोह, फिर पीड़ा होगी. समय जब आएगा निकलने का, when the time comes to leave the body, pain is going to happen, because you can't lose what you're holding so tight. So just like the outside world, the inner world also, body is yours. So the moment you realize, oh, body is not real, I am not the body, are you going to kill the body? No, you keep it, right? Let it be there. But you're not identified with it. Same way, outside world also. Let it be there. Don't get identified. Easy to say, don't get identified. For that, we do these sadhanas. Whatever we do here in the retreats. There are these processes which you do continuously. You can stabilize by doing it. ये तो थियरी हो गया. दिस नॉलेज इज फर्स्ट नीडेड. पहले तो ज्ञान होना चाहिए, फिर उसके वो ज्ञान की तरफ हम बढ़ के वो साधना कर सकते हैं. और द प्रैक्टिस कैन बी डन आफ्टर यू अंडरस्टैंड What is it that I'm doing? पहले पता तो हो what it is. So I told you all these sessions, satsangs are all theory. Practicals will happen in webinars. So it helps us understand this. Retreats are very intense again, deeper than webinars. You can say there are multiple webinars. Now I got the feedback from many, couple of them who say that nowadays satsangs are like webinars. So good you realize that. I'm happy you realize that they are very deep. Because many different level of people who are understanding, they are coming, they are settling, they're digesting certain things. बदहजमी ना हो जाए एकदम से. When people come, usually they fall sick. सुन के ही बीमार हो जाते हो. Purging शुरू हो जाता है माइंड के अंदर से. You know, it's very funny. In here, what I talk, I'm in a different energy. I'm in a different connection. So I talk differently. Sometimes when I'm with friends and I slip into this, bolte bolte, I don't want to get into this kind of a mode. I just am disconnected from my deep inner and just casually I try to be, but sometimes, and the topic is very deep, I go into that mode and then I see one is sleeping here, one is sleeping there, एक टॉयलेट गया, अरे ये क्या हो गया उसको, लूज मोशन हो गया. सिर्फ सुनने से, because you can't digest certain things. It is so deep, it stirs inside. People fall sick. They feel like sometimes I told once we were going in a car and my friend was there. And my Sunday, I go with many of my friends and none of them are spiritual. They are boozers and things like that. But there's my prarabdha with them. I go. One day, my friend was there and then I had to meet another friend, another person who was a tenant. So we had a new tenant coming in there. So I had to meet him for some contract signing and all that. And he happened to be a very spiritual person. He's living in one of our place there. So he's from Andhra. He's a homeopathic doctor. And he connected to me on the Instagram. When he saw my WhatsApp status, he had connected for that home. But when he saw this, he knows Ramana Maharshi and he was very happy. Tirunelveli. So when he came into my car, suddenly I got somebody because I don't have anybody here where I talk spiritual except this place. In satsang mein utna hi baat hota hai. Rest I don't have any friend or anybody who can understand what I say. So I don't talk. And that day this guy came. And suddenly he started talking about Ramana and all that in my car dashboard. That Ramana's photo he was talking, and then we had a deep discussion. And my friend, the other friend, who doesn't know anything about it, he's like stunned. "Kya baat kar rahe tum?" He's quiet. He was actually talking on phone with somebody. And then he told suddenly, "Stop, stop, stop." He got out and he started puking. Then he did not talk for 1 hour. Then this guy had dropped him. I went back. He's not talking. तबीयत खराब हो गई, तबीयत खराब. पता नहीं क्या हो गया. I don't know. He's trying to. I knew what happened. सुन लिया उसने जो नहीं सुनना था. So it can be powerful. It can be cleansing. It can have impact because all these beliefs, conditions, programmings. First time when you hear all this, what the hell is this like? And then most of the time it is fear. Loose motion is guaranteed fear. पेट गड़बड़ मतलब पहले वो ही है fear. अंदर there is a certain kind of fear, but it's all good fear because you are getting exposed to truth. In our retreats also, we have nowadays it's not happening. First of all, it was very regular. We used to have bed inside that room, and every time one patient will be there lying down and listening like Narayan, Hari Tattva, sick and all that. Nowadays it's not happening because the same people are coming again and again. Most of them they have got acclimatized to it now. So nowadays it doesn't happen. Previously it used to happen a lot. So today's satsang, what we talked about was this identity by which I get connected to the illusion, by which I am bound to make karmas, by which I get bound by the karma phalas. That is punarpi janma, punarpi marana. So all the karmas I create, I created, and I'm creating or will create in the future is all based on how much I'm holding my identity. So the only way to loosen further karmas and also destroy the existing karmas is by the witness, leaving the identity. How do you destroy? Destroy matlab kya hai? It simply exhausts itself. The prarabdha karma happens to us, but since we are not attached with what's happening in our life, we allow things to happen. What comes in our life, we take it. What doesn't come, it's all fine. We allow that because we are fully aware now. जो भी हो रहा है, it's the final closures. It's all finishing up. If I'm getting dukkha, if I'm getting pain, sadness, and this, it is a closure. Let it go. If I'm getting happiness and all that, that also is the closure. You know it's a closure. So you'll not get attached to that. You'll not get dependent on that closure. You let me now close it, or I am going to get affected because of that. Are you getting the point? Because there is no expectation. Even from the happy events of life, you know it's temporary. It's not going to be forever. प्रारब्ध है, उसके लिए आया है थोड़ा देने को, थोड़ा खुशी देने, थोड़ा खुशी है वो, उसके ऊपर पकड़ना नहीं उस चीज को. So you enjoy that खुशी because वो enjoyment ही तो प्रारब्ध भोग है. You enjoy, but thinking it is going to be forever, you'll get caught. And there you cannot operate with the mind. You have to live so much in presence that वो आपकी नेचर बन जाए. सोचने से नहीं होता. हाँ, तब सोचेंगे ये माया है, नहीं नहीं. प्रैक्टिस करते करते आपका स्वभाव ही ऐसा हो जाता है. Your nature becomes that, and that's what Nisargadatta Maharaj is teaching us. Okay, so let's become aware of today's whatever we understood, and go to that point within you, from where you feel that you are understanding, from where this realization is opening from inside. Connect to that point from within, that space. Meditate on that space. Give gratitude to that space. Because this practice, when you do daily, not just in satsang, regularly you can do it whole day. You realize something, you're sitting, you realize something. Connect to that space, bow to that space, thank that space, meditate on that space, worship that space. Treat it like God Guru. It will start awakening. How you treat it is how it will become. If you don't even think of it, how can you activate it? So anything that happens in your outer, go to the inner. Anything negative happens, go to the inner and realize, see, prarabdha playing itself out. Something is getting exhausted. जाने दो. Don't go with the temporariness. Temporariness पे दर्द और होगा ही, लेकिन वो समय से के साथ निकल जाता है. Guaranteed. अभी कितना भी रोएंगे हम, फिलकेंगे. We might cry, fret, fume and all that. वो अभी के लिए. Tomorrow you will only laugh at this joke. When you look back, it will be a joke for you. Now you will not understand because now it is very serious matter for you. Later you will understand serious नाम का कोई चीज है ही नहीं दुनिया जिंदगी में. There is nothing serious. However serious you have taken your identity, उतना seriousness का प्रभाव. So connect to that space within us. From where you feel, you know, I know. Like when you're listening to me, you say, I know what you say. मैं जानता हूँ आप क्या कह रहे हो. मैं जानता हूँ आप क्या कहने की कोशिश करो. What are you trying to say? I can understand. I can see. I can realize. I can feel it. Where it is happening in you. उस space को connect करो. From where you are subjectively having that experience. In your presence, it's happening. And that is the truth. That is reality. बाहर का सब एक प्रतिबिंब है, reflection है. Outside, whatever, even the satsang, it's coming from outside, but the actual performer is your inner. वही बाहर perform करता है. Because we are bahimukhi, that tattva will appear outside and take you inside. उसी का काम है. Tomorrow satsang will continue this. Bhagavan Ramana is explaining this. How the inner tattva only does this thing. Sir, when we say to connect to the sacred space, means that is the Guru tattva. Yeah, you can call it whatever. I am not focused much on calling it Guru tattva or Param tattva or this tattva or that tattva because that is again Nama Rupa what you're giving. You're giving another concept to it. But I'm trying to get you close to that. Whatever you think is the Guru, is that is what I'm telling. Whatever you think as God is that space is what I'm telling. You treat it whatever you want. Because if it is Guru tattva and you call it Param tattva, the Guru tattva is not going to feel bad. Hey, I'm Guru tattva, why are you calling me Param tattva? ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा. Or if it is Param tattva, vice versa, they are not going to feel bad. The tattva will never feel bad. You can treat it in that manner. See, simply I'll tell you the difference is that sacred space, which is just a space without any attributes, निर्गुण निराकार. कोई attribute नहीं है उसके अंदर, कोई quality नहीं है, कोई conditions नहीं है, कोई connections नहीं है, कोई पकड़ नहीं है. It's a pure presence. That is Shiva tattva. That you call as Param tattva. Inside that Param tattva, the knowing which is there, जिसके भीतर से आप जानते हो, एक तो प्योर प्रेजेंस है, बट दैट प्रेजेंस नोज समथिंग, लाइक अवेयरनेस, उसको हम अवेयरनेस बोलते हैं. व्हेन दैट प्रेजेंस इज नोइंग समथिंग, यू हैव अवेयरनेस. दैट अवेयरनेस और द नोइंग पार्ट इज कॉल्ड एज द गुरु तत्व. समझे? यू कैन से द एम्प्टी स्पेस, उसमें तो लाइट भी नहीं. स्पेस कैनॉट कैच लाइट. अब समझे बात? लाइट कैनॉट फोकस ऑन स्पेस. दैट स्पेस विच इज फ्री ऑफ एवरीथिंग शिवा, दैट इज परम तत्व. But that light which illuminates inside that space, like the sunlight is there, that light is there. Light is moving in the space, but space is not part by that. Space is not even touched by that. Light cannot touch the space. But that space gets illuminated. ये space देखो अब illuminate हो गया light की वजह से. But that light cannot touch the space. But it is getting illuminated. So the space is Shiva Tattva, Param Tattva, and this light is the Guru Tattva, which illuminates the space. जो रोशनी दे, उतना ही difference. Light means what? Not this physical light inside. The knowing, जानकारी, जो जानना, the knower, that knower is the Guru Tattva. शिव तो जानता भी नहीं. शिव नहीं जानता कुछ. वो जानना न जानना, ज्ञान अज्ञान के परे. He is beyond knowledge and ignorance, wisdom and ignorance. He is beyond all the concepts. Even it is beyond everything. वो कोई चीज में पकड़ नहीं है. It is a pure साक्षी, दृष्टा. उसके अंदर जो नोअर प्रकट होता है, that is the Guru Tattva. So you are pure space. When you go into sleep, you are that nothing one, blank. When you wake also, there is that blank. अभी भी वो blank है आपके अंदर. But in that blank there is light. Like there is a knower. अभी आपको जानकारी हो रही है. You are knowing something. वो आपका गुरु तत्व भीतर जान रहा है. समझे आप बात को? वो गुरु तत्व अगर क्लोज हो जाए, the knower क्लोज हो जाए, it will go into sleep और समाधि. वहां पे कोई एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है. knower नहीं है अभी. So that's all that's happening here. And that light, the knower, is what we are trying to illuminate all the time. तो नींद में भी जब नोअर जागृत हो, दैट इज कॉल्ड सुषुप्ति. यू आर जागृत. One is aware of the sleep. That's all. I'm glad you asked these kind of questions, Rajesh. All your questions are very good. Because until you trigger the question, the satsang will not happen. That's why I tell people, encourage them to ask question. जैसा आपका क्वेश्चन वैसा उस टाइम का सत्संग रहेगा. So if somebody can trigger that point, and that point where it is, even I don't have it ready. I don't have this material ready. Somebody has to pick that point. Answers must come. So in other way, it is simply like you must know the knack to dig out the answers. You must know the right questions. See, in Nisargadatta Maharaj's whole text, what questions are there? Because that kind of question, that kind of answers, it will reach and touch that space. That's why I told yesterday, the Guru is not the one who answers. The Guru is the one who questions. Because that questioning, when you question, I touch that space. If you don't question, or if you ask some odd question, मेरे बच्चे मेरी बात नहीं सुन रहे, children are not listening, I'll be focused on all the Agyan talks. फालतू के discussion I'll get into. But if somebody pokes that, what have you done? You have connected me with my Param Tattva. So you are my Guru. Getting that? You gave me an opportunity to touch my Guru space. So that's the meaning of that. That's why it is said, the Guru is never the one who answers your question. Guru is the one who asks questions. Now that doesn't mean people asking question become the Guru. It's not that way. Guru, many Gurus you can see, very advanced Gurus, they don't talk or give answers. They don't give answers. They ask questions. They will ask such questions that will put the disciple into contemplation. उसका चिंतन करके उसका आंसर कैसे दे. तो वो ऐसे ऐसे क्वेश्चंस होंगे which will go and stir and make the disciple think and contemplate, and then he will answer. Then he will say, no, It's not that way. One more step, you're a little more closer. So that person is going deep inside. That is the meaning when he said the guru is not the one who's simply giving answers, but the one who knows what to trigger. Sometimes in retreats, you can see that. When we have deep conversation, we go on with that process. I sometimes tell people, right, come on, let's start talking. And there I begin asking questions to them. Ulta. Then they only figure it out. Then see, that's how they touch that space. You must investigate that space. That is why I say when somebody triggers that in me, I feel good because I'm going into that space. Thank you for all the mature questions. So because you ask questions, it's not just about me. Others get illuminated by that. Okay, let's become aware. Aware of that space, which knows the answers and which also knows the questions.